Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear brothers and sisters in Dhamma, today also we are going to study we already finished jhana factors, path factors, and just path factors, no? Today our now today's we are going to about the faculties. Yes, sister? Yeah.
Yes, Ante, I have shown.
Yeah. Okay, now the now how we understand about the faculties according to the Abhidhamma. Now, I think someone know there are 5 faculties especially when we are doing wholesome. Every wholesome mind arising 5 faculties: the faith faculty, energy faculty, mindfulness faculty, etc. So now we are going to study all faculties. How many faculties are there? Ba Visitindriyani. There are 22 faculties. There are 22 faculties. According to the Rupa, how many form faculties and how many material faculty and mentality faculties? The total there are 22 faculties. First of all, now you can see Chakku Indriyam, Sotindriyam, Ghanindriyam, Juhindriyam, Kaindriyam, Ittindriyam, Purusindriyam, Jivitindriyam. There are 8 faculties. Those are 8 faculties we can call Rupa faculties, form faculties. Chakku Indriyam, the eye faculty. Sotindriyam, the ear faculty. Ghanindriyam, the nose faculty. Jivindriyam, the tongue faculty. Kaindriyam, the body faculty. Ittindriyam, the femininity faculty. Purusindriyam, the masculinity faculty. Jivitindriyam, the life faculty. Okay. About the nama. How many nama indriya? How many mentality faculties? First of all, manindriyam, the mind faculty. Sukindriyam, the happiness faculty. Dukkindriyam, the pain faculty. Somanasindriya, the pleasure faculty. Domanasindriya, the displeasure faculty. Upekkindriya, the equanimity faculty. Sadindriya, the faith faculty. Virindriya, the energy faculty. Satindriya, the mindfulness faculty. Samadindriya, the concentration faculty. Panindriya, the wisdom faculty. Ananya Tanya Sameti Indriyam, the faculty I will know the unknown. Anindriyam, the faculty of knowing. Anyatavindriya, the faculty of having no. Now, this is a 22 faculties. The faculties are phenomena which exist, control in their respective dominance over their associate state. Of the 22 faculties, the first 5 faculties are identified with the 5 physical sensitivities. Now, I think the eye base we call eye faculty. Same way, ear base, ear faculty, nose base, nose faculty, tongue base, tongue faculty, body base, body faculty. That's why there are 5 physical sensitivities called 5 faculties. The 2 sexual faculties are the 2 material phenomena of sex. The life faculty is twofold, as the mental life faculty and the physical life faculty. Because the physical life faculty always protect the karma-born material in our life, our body. The mental life faculty always protect all the mentality, all the mentalities. The mind faculty, the manindriya, is consciousness, chitta, in its entirety. That is all 89 chitta. Now you see, all the 89 chitta we can call consciousness. This means the mind faculty. The 5 faculties of feeling, because the feeling is Vedana, no? The Vedana, we can divide into 5 ways according to faculties. The happiness faculty, Sukhindriya, pleasant bodily feeling. The pleasure faculty, Somanas, in the pleasant mental feeling, internal feeling, good feeling. The equanimity faculty, Upekindriya, neither pleasant or unpleasant feeling. The domanas in the displeasure faculty, unpleasant mental feeling. Dukkindriya, the pain faculty, unpleasant bodily feeling. Now, this is also special 5 faculties. The 5 spiritual faculties are further explained under the categories of enlightenment factors, 27 in the next chapter. The faith faculty, Saddindriya. The effort faculty, Virindriya. The mindfulness faculty, Satindriya. The concentration faculty, Somanasindriya. Samadhindriya. The wisdom faculty is Panchindriya. The last 3 faculties are special faculties of wisdom. They are the wisdom that are associated with supermundane chitta, lokottara chitta. Ananya tanya sametindriya. Ananyatang, the unknowing. Nyasami, I will know. Iti, thinking thus, in their faculty. The faculty of thinking thus, I will know the unknowing. It is supermundane wisdom associated with the extreme entry path. This is a Sotapatti Magga knowledge. We call Magga Panya. We call Ananya Tanya Sametindriya. A special name for the Panya. A special name for the wisdom of Sotapatti Magga moment. Anyindriya, Anya, the unknowledge of penetrating the 4 noble truths. The faculty of knowing the 4 noble truths. It is the supermundane wisdom associated with the 6 supermundane states from the extreme intrusion up until Arahat path. Now, Anyindriya also, this is also wisdom of Sotapatti Phala moment to Arahatta Magga moment. There are 6 places. There are 6 time knowledge. Sotapatti frozen knowledge, Sakadagami path knowledge and frozen knowledge, Anagami path and frozen knowledge, Arahatta path knowledge. Those are 6 knowledge we call Anyindriya. Anyatavindriya, Anyatavi, one who is endowed with the full knowledge of the Four Noble Truths, the faculty of having known. It is the supermundane wisdom associated with the Arahatta frozen knowledge. These 3 types are only supermundane wisdom. The faculty of wisdom, Panchindriya, are both mundane and supermundane. Now you can see in the table the mundane. How many mundane faculty and how many supermundane faculties? Okay, now how many mundane and how many supermundane? Extreme enter path. Ananya Tanya Sami Tindriya. Extreme enter frozen, path frozen, Arahatta path. This is Anyindriya. Arahatta frozen is Anyatavindriya. The supermundane and faculty wisdom Panchindriya. The 22 type of faculties can be summarized into 1 chitta or 7 chetasika and 8 rupa. Now you see, those are faculties we can summarize into 1 chitta and 7 chetasika and 8 rupa. How we understand according to the chart? There are 22 type of faculties indriya. No. Now you see the green color one is called consciousness chitta. Yellow color, there are 7 chetasika. Feeling, mental life faculty, faith, effort, mindfulness, 1.9 and delusion. 8 rupa, eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, body sensitivity, female sex rupa, male sex rupa, and physical life faculty. Now, how we understand about the chakku? Chakku is a eye sensitivity. Sota, ear, it is a ear sensitivity. Nose, ghana, this is a nose sensitivity. Juha, tongue, this is also tongue sensitivity. Kaya, body, this is also body sensitivity. Femininity, itti, this is a female sex rupa. Masculinity, purisa, this is also male sex rupa. Life, jivita, there are two types of life, no? Mental life faculty and physical life faculty. But the mind, nama, manindriya, yeah, 89 chitta. The happiness, sukha, also one of the feeling. Dukkha, pain, one of the feeling. Pleasure, somanas is one of the feeling. Displeasure, also one of the feeling. Equanimity is one of the feeling. Okay. And the faith, saddha, this is also faith. Faith faculty is saddha. Effort is a effort faculty. Mindfulness, sati faculty. Concentration, samadhi faculty. Wisdom, panya faculty. Same way, number 20, 21, and 23. The faculty of ananya tanya saminti is number 20. 21, the faculty of knowing, anyindriya. 22, the faculty of having known, ananya tanya samiti indriya. So this way, akusala kusala abhyakata. Akusala kusala abhyakata. Now you see, X is akusala. Now this is now in the table. X is akusala, K is kusala, A is abhyakata. Abhyakata. Now kusala abhyakata, there are 2 mark. Kusala akusala abhyakata, there are 3 mark. Number 3. Kusala abhyakata plus number 2. Okay. Now according to this meaning, now you can see about the eye, chakku. Chakku is a eye sensitivity, no? This is abhyakata. Cannot say kusala and akusala. Same way, sota, ear, nose, gahana, tongue, jiva, body, kaya, ittipurisa and rupa jivitindriya. Those are indriya. There are 8 indriya we can call rupa indriya. Rupa indriya. Because of that, we call abhyakata indriya. Abhyakata indriya, not include kusala and akusala. Okay, abhyakata indriya. About the mental life faculty, jiviti, there are 3. 3 means kusala, akusala, and abhyakata. This life faculty arises with kusala mind, with akusala mind, with abhyakata mind. Same way, manindriya. This is number 3, green color. Number 3, manindriya. This one also number 3 means kusala, akusala, abhyakata. Kusala, akusala, abhyakata. There are 3. The kusala chitta we call kusala manindriya. Akusala chitta called akusala manindriya. Abhyakata chitta called abhyakata manindriya. And sukha, happiness. Happiness, sukha we call abhyakata. No, cannot be kusala and akusala. This is abhyakata, vipaka of mind. Same way, dukkha, bodily feeling. Body feelings is also abhyakata. Cannot say kusala and akusala. Abhyakata. Somanasa, there are 3. Can be kusala somanasa, akusala somanasa, and abhyakata somanasa. Okay. The displacer, domanasa, we call X akusala. Equanimity upekka also number 3 means there are 3 kusala, akusala, and abhyakata. Kusala upekka, abhyakata upekka, akusala upekka. And the faith faculty, faith is saddha. Saddha means there are kusala and abhyakata. Kusala and abhyakata. Yes, kusala and abhyakata. Virindriya, there are 3. Kusala, akusala, abhyakata. And the mindfulness, kusala and abhyakata. Number 3 is a concentration, samadhi. There are kusala samadhi with kusala chitta. Akusala samadhi with akusala chitta. Abhyakata samadhi with abhyakata chitta. The effort, now also, now you know, sati also, no. And but the concentration, samadhi, there are 3, no? Kusala, akusala, abhyakata. Wisdom, kusala and abhyakata. And now you see, ananya tanya samiti indriya. Yeah, number 20, the sotapatti, knowledge of sotapatti magga. So they are K, kusala. There are 2 star we call anindriya. Anindriya means they are kusala or abhyakata. Kusala or abhyakata. And they have 3 star. A is also abhyakata. A is abhyakata. Abhyakata the Anyatavindriya. Anyatavindriya. Okay. Now you have to keep your mind. There are 22 faculties. Those are 22 faculties we can divide into two ways according to the Nama and Rupa. How many Rupa faculties and how many Nama faculties? All other Rupa faculties Abhyakata. Abhyakata. All are Nama faculties. Some of the Nama faculties Kusala, some of Nama faculties Akusala, some of Nama faculties Abhyakata. Okay. Especially there are three special faculties for wisdom panya. Wisdom for panya. This way we have to understand all the time of thing. Okay, do you remember? Okay, everything right? Now I'm going next chapter is power. Power is bala, energy. The Nava Balani, there are 9 powers. Saddha Balang, the power of faith. Virya Balang, the power of energy. Sati Balang, the power of mindfulness. Samadhi Balang, the power of concentration. Panya Balang, the power of wisdom. Hiri Balang, the power of shame. Ottappa Balang, the power of fear of wrongdoing. Ahirika Balang, the power of shamelessness. Anuttappa Balang, the power of fearlessness of wrongdoing. Okay, now according to Abhidhamma, there are 7 bala. Now, how we understand these 9 are called power bala because they cannot be shaken by their opposing dhammas, and they strengthen the associated dhamma. When there is strong faith, it cannot be shaken by lack of faith. Asadhaya. When there is strong effort, cannot be shaken by laziness. This is true only when effort has reached the state of power. If effort is not yet a power, it may give is to laziness. This applies for the first 7 power when they arise in wholesome chitta, kusala chitta. Strong kusala cannot be shaken by akusala. Instead, it can eradicate akusala, just like path can eradicate defilements. So, these first 7 are power. For both reasons of being unshakable by opposing Dhamma, as well as strengthening their associated Dhamma. In the case of the last 2, shamelessness, ahirika, and fearlessness of wrongdoing, anuttappa, they are exclusively akusala. They are akusala. Akusala can be overcome by kusala, so they are not unshakable by opposing Dhamma. They are powers only because they strengthen associated Dhamma. Similarly, among the first 7, effort, virya, and concentration are unshakable only when they arise in kusala chitta. When they arise akusala chitta, they cannot be shaken by their kusala opposite. These 9 powers, they are equivalent mental factors as well as their respective properties and natures are listed in the below table. Listed in the below table. Now, about the power, no? The power also we need to accumulate wholesome. Especially there are 7 powers always arise with kusala mind. But another 2 powers arise with akusala mind. So the 9 powers, bala, how we understand according to that table. The table, they have the few columns. Unshakable by opposing dhamma. And mental factors, cetasika. How we understand unshakable by but saddha. What is the opposite dhamma? Lack of faith, asaddhaya. Effort, virya. What's the opposite? Ko sajja, laziness. Mindfulness, sati. It is opposite the heedfulness, pamada. Heatlessness. Concentration, samadhi. What is the opposite? Restlessness, uddacha. Wisdom, panya. What is the opposite? Ignorance, avijja. Moral, same, hiri. What is the opposite? Shamelessness, ahirika. The fear of wrongdoing, ottappa. Fearlessness is opposite dhamma. Okay. How about the mental factors? But the faith is faith. Faith faculty is faith. Effort is called effort, virya. Mindfulness is mindfulness, sati. Concentration is one-pointedness, ekagata. Wisdom, there are non-delusion, amoha. Moral shame, hiri, is moral shame. Fear, and the fear of wrongdoing, ottappa, also fear of wrongdoing. And the shamelessness, ahirika. Fearlessness, ottappa, and fearlessness, ottappa. So, how we understand about the faith? Faith can arise with kusala or akusala or abhyakata. Faith always arises with wholesome mind and indeterminate abhyakata mind. Effort, virya, can arise with akusala and kusala abhyakata, with 3 consciousness. But the mindfulness, sati, always arises with wholesome mind and abhyakata chitta. One-pointedness, ekagata, always arises with akusala mind, wholesome mind, and abhyakata mind. Non-delusion, amoha, always arises with wisdomful mind, kusala wisdom mind, and abhyakata mind. Non-delusion, amoha, also same. The amoha also arises with kusala and abhyakata mind. Moral same, hiri also arises with wholesome and unwholesome. Ottappa also arises with wisdom and wholesome and indeterminate consciousness. But the shamelessness, ahirika, means the ahirika always arises with akusala mind. Fearlessness, anuttappa, also arises with akusala mind. So this way you can understand about this chart. Now we are going to predominance. Predominance is we call adipati. Without adipati, we cannot lead in the world. We all the time follow our leader. The country leader is the president or prime minister. The same way, when we are accumulating wholesome and kusala, we should remember what are the adipati. There are 4 predominants. What are the 4? Chandadipati, predominance of desire. Viryadipati, predominance of effort. Chittadipati, the mindfulness of consciousness. And Vimansadipati, the predominance of investigation. Now, okay, now there are 4 adipati. There are 4 adipati. What are the 4 adipati? Chanda, Virya, Chitta, and Vimansa. Desire, effort, consciousness, and investigation. How we understand the predominance are factors which dominate their coordination state in undertaking and accomplishing difficult of important tasks. Yeah, the difference between the predominance adipati and faculties indriya lies in the degree and range of their control. Now the adipati and indriya, what is the difference? No, about the predominance adipati exercises supreme control over the entire coordination dhamma. Only one predominance can be present at any given time, compared to a king who, as the sole head of state, lords over all his ministers. The faculty indriya was different between, now we know the adipati exercises control only in this respective sphere. Several faculties can be present with a single mind moment, compared to the ministers who can govern their own districts but cannot interfere with the others. The 4 predominants are 3 Chaitasika and 1 Chitta. Now, according to Paramatta, how we understand. Predominance, adipati. There are 4 adipati: desire, effort, consciousness, and investigation. Chitta and Chaitasika. Desire Chaitasika, Chanda Chaitasika. And effort, Virya is Chaitasika Virya. Consciousness, Chitta. Investigation, wisdom is also non-delusion, amoha. Can be adipati in 52 javana excluding Hasitupada and 2 moha mula. Yes. Now the desire, effort, consciousness, non-delusion, always giving energy, giving predominance to the 52 javana, excluding Hasitupada, smile consciousness, and moha mula, 2 delusion consciousness. Nature is kusala or akusala or abhyakata. Kusala, sometimes the chandavato kinnama nasujati. Someone has a desire to do, then whatever he want to do, if he has a desire, he can do. Whatever he want to do, everything he can do, who has the effort, virya. Whatever need, he can do everything with chitta. Whatever need, we can do everything if someone want to do the amoha. Okay, so that's why all the time the dosa predominance are arise with kusala mind, or sometimes akusala and sometimes abhyakata mind. Investigation wisdom, the non-delusion, the non-delusion amoha. And there are 34 tihetuka javana. There are 34 tihetuka javana. And kusala and abhyakata only. Tihetuka kusala and tihetuka abhyakata. Not the jnana vipayuta kusala. Means the investigation wisdom cannot arise with jnana vipayutta kusala chitta. Okay. So this is the meaning. Here the Chaitasika desire, chanda, is just the desire to act. It should not be confused with lobha, desire as greed. Chandavato king namana sijjati. There is nothing that cannot be accomplished for the one who has desire. When desire is strong and predominant, everything can be accomplished. It is the same for the other three predominants, but only one of these four may be predominating at any one time. Okay. Now I think about the Adipati, no? Adipati always arising with chitta, but especially with the kusala mind or abhyakata mind. I think this also understand. About the nutriment, ahara. There are four ahara, chattaro ahara. There are four nutriments. What are the four? Kabalinkaro ahara, edible food. Passa dutiyo, contact as the second. Mano sanchetana tatyo, mental volition as their third. Vinyanam chaturtham, consciousness as the fourth. Now you see, there are four ahara. No? One is edible food, other three is contact, mental volition, and consciousness. The edible food always giving support, giving protect the rupa, the body. This is the body protector. But always another three ahara we call namahara, the nutriment of mentality. Always giving support to the four mentality dhamma to protect. Okay. The word nutriment ahara means that which sustained by acting as a strong supporting condition. Nutriment ahara is also that which bring about certain effects according to Sutta method. Edible food, Kabalinkara ahara, as a nutriment sustain the physical body. Contact, sustain three type of feeling. Independent origination, passa pacha vedana, feeling is conditioning by contact. Mental volition, mano sanchetana, sustain rebirth in the three realm of existence, because volition, chetana is karma, and karma generated rebirth. Consciousness, vijnana, sustain mind and body, nama rupa. Independent origination, vijnana pacha nama rupa, mind and body is conditioned by consciousness. According to the Abhidhamma method, in the nutriment conditions, ahara pachaya of pacha niddeso, Kabalinkaro aharo imassa kayassa ahara pachena pacho. Edible food sustain material phenomena of fourfold origination. Karma born, temperature born, mind born, nutriment born in the body. Arupino ahara. Other three ahara we call the as mental nutriment. Samputakanam dhammanam tan samuttananam rupana ahara pachena pacho. Sustain all their coordination, sahajata, mental and material phenomena. Edible food is material nutriment, rupahara, and is mentality, rupa. So it is indeterminate, abhyakata. Contact is the contact passa, chetasika, and mental volition. Mano sanchetana is the volition of chetana. Mental factors. Consciousness vijnana is a chitta, or more specifically defined as the rebirth linking consciousness. Patisandhi chitta, all three can be kusala, akusala, or abhyakata. Now, how we understand about the table? About the four nutriments, ahara. What are the four? Edible food, contact, mental volition, and consciousness. According to Suttanta and Abhidhamma, how they sustain. Edible food always sustain physical body. But Sutta Abhidhamma, rupa of fourfold origination in the body. Now, edible food, the oja always giving support for the four type of rupa of the body. About the nature, physical food, rupahara, abhyakata, it is indeterminate. Contact, feeling, mental volition, rebirth in three realms. For consciousness, mind and body. This is Sutta. But Abhidhamma, feeling about the volition, mind and body, they say the consciousness, all their coordination, nama and rupa. Mental nutriments, nature, mental nutriments, kusala, akusala or abhyakat. This is mental nutriments, nama ahara. Now, clarifications. This one also important. This is yes. The Indriyesu Panitta Sotapatti Magga Jnanam Ananya Tanyasameti Indriyam Arahatta Pala Jnanam Anyata Indriyam Madhyecha Jnanani Anyindriyani Vuchanti. Now, hearing among the faculties, it is explained that the faculty, I will know the unknowing, is the knowledge of the path of stream entry. We already studied, no? The faculty of having known is the knowledge of the fruits of arahatship. The faculty of having knowing is the sixth indeterminated, meditated, yet kind of supermundane knowledge. The life faculty is twofold, physical and mental. Okay. Now, Jivitindriyancha, Rupa Vasena Duvidam. Yeah, they say the life faculty also, there are twofold, two types of life faculty, physical and mental. Same way, these clarifications about the three special wisdom faculties as well as the twofold life faculties having been explained under the heading of faculties above. Again explain the pancha the pancha vinyanesu jhanangani aviresu balani ahetukesu maggangani na labbanti. Tata vichikicha chitte ekaggata magindriya bala bhavana gacchati. Dihetuka javane svevacha yata sambhavam adipati ekocha labbati. This one also important, the summary. The jhana factors are not found in the fivefold sense consciousness because any of the jhana factors we cannot see in the with eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose, tongue, and body consciousness because those are conscious are very weak. Because of that, jhana factors cannot arise. The powers in those kind of consciousness that are without energy. Yeah. Same way, the energy and the power also cannot arise with fivefold sense consciousness. Or the path factors is those that are rootless. Because they are rootless consciousness. No? Eye, ear, nose, those are the rootless consciousness. Because of that, don't have any path factors also. So two, in the consciousness accompanied by doubt. Some of the consciousness accompanied with doubt, vicikiccha. And one pointness does not attain to the truth of the path factor. Because of the the uh, but vicikiccha mind, with vicikiccha mind also, the one pointness does not attain the but the path, because the path factor cannot be path factor. A faculty or a power, and semi faculty and power also. Only one predominance is obtained at the time according to the circumstance, and only in javanas with two root or three roots. Okay, this is also the summary. The same way they have they explain again about the jhana factors. The 5 types of sense consciousness are merely simple confrontation with their respective object, because their function and physical base are weak. Now we know, no? And they occupy an elementary place in the cognitive process. They cannot engage in the close contemplation of the object. Now, always they are contemplating the object, but they are because of that cannot appear jhana factors. Thus, their connaissance, feeling, and one pointness do not acquire in the spiritual of jhana, because now the feeling and one pointness also arising with the eye consciousness, ear consciousness, etc. But cannot be the jhana factors. Cannot be the jhana factors. All the rest of the jhana factors do not arise in this sense consciousness. Moreover, in detailed application, the initial application, vitakka, is the foundation of the jhana factors. And in the 5 types of sense consciousness, initial application is absent, because vitakka not arising with eye consciousness. Not because it has been transcended as a higher, but because there are two primitive in function include that it. So now because of the vitakka cannot arise with the eye consciousness, etc. So now because of that also jhana factors cannot be there. Therefore, jhana factors are found only in 79 chitta. Now you see, because the total there are 89 chitta minus 10, excluding these 5 pair of sense consciousness. The remaining there are 79 chitta. The jhana factors are we can found jhana factors arising only with 79 chitta. How about the powers, bala? Effort, virya is required is a chitta, for it is constituent to acquire the stature of power, bala. Therefore, in the 16 chitta devoid of effort, because the effort not arising with 16 mind. What are the 16? 10 sense consciousness. One is the 5 door adverting consciousness, 2 receiving consciousness, and 3 investigating consciousness. The mental factor of one pointness, although present, is their chitta, cannot fulfill the function of the power of concentration. Now you can see the virya also cannot arise with those chitta, Because of that, virya power is not arising. But they have the one ekagata, one pointness. But this ekagata also cannot be the power. Other than one pointness, the other powers do not arise. In these 16 chitta, avoid of effort. Now understand, no? Therefore, the power only arise in 73 chitta, excluding these 16 chitta without effort. About the path factors, Maggangani, the chittas devoid of roots cannot serve as the path leading to particular destination. Now you see, because of the dosa chitta, rootless chitta, no? Ahetuka. The ahetuka means they cannot lead to nibbana, cannot lead to our the good destination. Because of that, not arising path factors. Thus, the path factors are not found in the 18 rootless chitta. What are the 18 rootless chitta? There are 7 akusala vipaka. There are 8 rootless kusala vipaka. There are 3 rootless functional chitta, hidya chitta. Path factors are only found in the 71 rooted chitta. About the mental factors, one pointness, ekagata. In the consciousness accompanied by doubt, vichikitta, one pointness, ekagata lacks reinforcement by decision, adhimokha, and is overrun by doubt, which it is vacillant in nature. Thus, it cannot attain the status of the path factor, faculty of power. Now, understand, no? About the predominance, adhipati. The predominance cannot occur only one at the time. Now, because the predominance cannot appear, all the predominance cannot appear within one time. It is inherent in the nature of predominance that only one state can function as the predominant in any given chitta. The predominance can occur only in javanas with 2 or 3 roots according to circumstance. Yatha sampayoga, yatha sambhava. That is the when one of the 4 predominance factor is exercising the role of predominance, because the who has the now we know about the some of the chitta they are with 2 roots, some of the chitta there are 3 roots, no? Always the predominance arises with rootful chitta. Now about they have the one of the chart to understand the about the mixed categories. Okay, mixed categories appear in the following chitta and their associate dhamma. About the root hetu, how many chitta? There are 79 rooted chitta. Now there are 18 rootless chitta. There are 71 rooted chitta. About the jhana factors, there are jhana factors arising with 79 chitta, excluding there are 10 sense consciousness, the pancha vijnana. About the path factors, always arising with 71 rooted chitta, excluding mohamula chitta, mohamula chitta and all ahetuka, rootless and 2 moha chitta. About the faculty indriya, for mental faculties, all are 89 chitta, can be multiple faculties at the same time. Ekagata is mohamula chitta. It's okay. About the power, bala, there are 73 chitta with effort, virya. Okay. and the predominance only when it has reached predominance state and only one at the time. Okay, now you have to understand about the Vimansa with 33, so 34 three-rooted Javana. About the other three predominance arising with 52 2 or 3 rooted, rooted Javana. Nutriment ahara, for material nutriment when present, for mental nutriment all 89 chitta. 89 chitta. And but the mixed categories again, they make the very big chart. They are ahetuka chitta rootless, 71 sahetuka rooted. About the 16 chitta without virya, there are 73 chitta with virya. Okay, how we understand? I think everyone can understand what are the hetu rooted 71. Jhana chitta, they are 79. Magga chitta, they are 71. And same way, the Indriya faculty chitta, they are 89. Bala, they are 73. Adipati, they are 52 or 34. Namahara, they are 89. So, I think everyone can understand color code. Excluded the brown color, can arise green color, Sadipati only blue color. This is also a summary of that. And again, they are explained. I think the chart you can understand, no? Right. But they are Gata. Cha hetu pancha jhananga magdanganancha vattuto solasindriya dhamma cha bala dhamma navedita. Chattaro adipati vutta tata aharati sattadha kusaladi samakinno vutto missaka sangaho. By way of entity, 6 roots, 5 jhana factors, 9 path factors, 16 faculties, and 9 power have been described. Likewise, 4 predominants have been stated and 4 nutriments. Thus, the compendium of mixed categories, consisting of a combination of wholesome state and the rest has been stated in 7 ways. So this is also summary. How each of the categories can be reduced to the number of their distinct entities have been explained in the respective categories. About the table below provides a summary. Now this is also one more summary about the mix. About hetu, there are 6 factors. Jhanangani, there are 7, but distinct entities, there are 6, but they got the jhana, there are 5. Magdangani, there are 12, but distinct entities, there are 9. Indriya, there are 22, but there are 16. Bala, there are 9 to 9. Adipati, 4 to 4. Ahara, 4. So this one also you can understand. There are mixed categories. They have another big table. Slowly by slowly, you can read and understand what are the six roots. Lobha, dosa, moha under the akusala, and alobha, adosa, moha. Okay, and the jhana factors. Domanas also one of feeling. Vitakka, vichara, piti, ekagata, somana, supekka. So kusala, akusala, abhyakata. The same way, there are path factor. Well, magga, there are 12 magga, miccha ditti, miccha sankappa, miccha vaya, miccha samadhi. And same way, Samadhitti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanti, Samma Aju, Samma Vayam, Samma Sati, Samma Sam. There are eightfold paths with Kusala and Abhyakata. But the Michaditi, Dosadi with Akusala. About the faculties, Varindriya Domanas under the Akusala only. Ananya Tanya Samiti under the Kusala. But because Sotapatti Magga is a Kusala, Lokotara Kusala, no? Because of that, Sotapatti Magga knowledge also Kusala. That's why Ananya Tanya Samiti because Sotapatti Magga knowledge. Because of that, this knowledge also Kusala. So this way, you can understand, and you, I think, because again and again they are explained more clearly about the power. Ahirika anottavisa akusala only, others kusala or abhyakata. Some of the this way you can understand. But they have another chart appear in the groups Dhamma. You see about the column Panya, Virya, Ekagata, Sati, Chitta, Vedana, Saddha, Vitakka. Okay, Panya equal Amoha, by one of the root. Panya is a Samadhitti, one of the path faculty. Panya is a Ananya Panya Samit Indriya. This is a wisdom of Sotapatti path knowledge. Anyindriya, the knowledge of Sotapatti devotion to Arahatta Magga knowledge. Anya Tavindriyam Arahatta devotion knowledge. And the same with the Panya Balam also Panya. For the predominance, Vimansa is also called Panya. Anansi. Under the Panya, there are Amoha also Panya, Samadhitti also Panya. There are three types of Lokottara Panya, and one of the Bala and one of the Vimansa also. The same way about the Virya, Samma Vayama, the right effort or wrong effort also. The Dhamma is Virya. About faculty, Virindriya. Faculty of the Virya also Virya. The Virya Bala and the Viryadipati. This is also under the Virya all. Same way about the Ekagata, Sati, Chitta, Vedana, Saddha, Vitakka, all are things also we should understand. Now, according to the third for that chapter, we already finished some of the part, the mixed categories. But under the mixed category, there are a lot of things, lot of analyze. But this one good for us to memorize and to practice, because sometimes we want to know, because when we are listening Dhamma talk, no, they are always the teachers, if they want to explain about the roots, jhana factors, path factors, faculties, powers, etc. Then, if you know those things, then very easy to catch on the teachers. Sometimes there is only roots, but yeah, there's the akusala roots, unwholesome roots, or wholesome roots. Automatically, unwholesome, there are 3 roots. Wholesome, there's 3 roots. Altogether, there are 6 roots. Now, this way, very easy to understand Dhamma, and after reading some book also very easy to catch. After, if you know all other things, good for very good for you to practice Dhamma and very helpful. That's why the Abhidhamma Sangha, for the Abhidhamma Sangha, they explain under the mixed categories. There are a lot of things, a lot of Dhamma. Those are things we can see everywhere. If someone want to study the Abhidhamma deeply, according to text Mula, so every time you can see and catch up the dosa Dhamma. That's why we explain little more details. But I think after reading and after listening, but
after this class also, you don't give up. You try to memorize again and again, because this one, there's a lot of Pali, but they have the meaning also. Very helpful for us to develop our Dhamma knowledge, and especially if someone want to practice Vipassana, those are the knowledge very important for us to develop our Vipassana path also. May all of you be healthy. May all of you be well and happy. May all of you be free from all suffering and attain Nibbana.
Someone asked over our Facebook on this last week lessons about jhana factors. Can Bhante give examples of how the 6 jhana factors accept displeasure? The 6 jhana factors, there are 7, right? So he said he can Bhante give examples of how the 6 jhana factors accept the displeasure, occur as unwholesome or indeterminate. For example, how somanasa can be unwholesome or indeterminate?
Oh, yeah, because the when this is just like paramatta, no? This is according to paramatta. We usually the jhana factors, but the jhana we always talk about higher, no, higher one in the fine material world. But the fine material chitta is jhana chitta. But according to the that chapter, explaining they are together combined all the how many jhana factors. In the akusala chitta also have the jhana factors, not only kusala chitta. Okay, example the about the somanasa, piti, with the lobha mind also. Someone their example, okay, someone watching the very good movie or teledrama, he can focus continuously 1 hour, 2 hours, etc. At that time, he also has the good concentration. He has also concentration, happiness, feeling, piti. This is also akusala ekaggata. Unwholesome jhana factors continuously arising. System, my answer okay?
Yes. Yes, I understand. But how about abhyakata, indeterminate? Any example?
Yeah, abhyakata, especially not for us. Abhyakata, because there are 2 types of abhyakata, no, vipaka and kirya. Especially the kirya javana arises only for arahat. Okay, they have experience. We are not yet, we don't have any experience about the arahat because we are still mundane. And about the abhyakata, the vipaka chitta also, especially in the code chitta process, under the tadarammana in the bhavanga. According to bhavanga chitta also, we can when we are reflecting about the mental factors of the chitta, of the bhavanga chitta or patisandhi chitta, or one of the rootful tadarammana, at that time we can understand all the mental factors. At that time we can recognize the jhana factors, but we cannot feel. We cannot feel just like the kusala and akusala.
Oh, I see. So there are jhana factors even in bhavanga and so on.
Yeah, because the abhyakata, there are 2 types of abhyakata, no?
Yes.
The resultant mind and functional mind.
Yes.
So those are the functional mind only for arahat, for the great arahat. The vipaka for us also have, but who has the rootful patisandhi?
Yes.
Who has the rootful patisandhi? Then he has the his patisandhi, bhavanga, chuti. They are rootful. Because of rootful, they have jhana factors clearly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, but if someone when in the vipassana path, when he's reflecting factors, factors of the bhavanga or factors of the rootful tadarammana, at that time he can feel only, but not like the kusala and akusala jhana factors. not feel like this. Because the under the Lobha Chitta, we can feel the jhana factors, no, very clearly.
Yes, correct.
Under the Dosa Chitta also, we can feel the jhana factors clearly.
Yes.
But under the Kusala also, we can feel, but not like the Bhavanga and the Patisandhi Chuti also, not like this. Only for understanding.
Okay. Okay, Bhante. Interesting. Any other questions? Yes, May Chan, you can speak.
Bhante, I'm referring to the last few slides, the summaries of today's lesson about the faculties, especially number 21, the one that is talking about the supramundane, the one that is talking about the faculty of final knowledge, that means the anindriyam.
Yes.
That one is to do with the six. That means you are already Sotapati, Magga over, and then you have Sotapati Phala and the rest until Arahata
Magga. Magga.
Path.
Path. Yes, path. Yes.
Before that. So the Sotapati Magga and the Arahata Phala is not included, except in between. So the Anindriyam, I think I saw in the slides there, it was very fast. It says Abhyakata. So how do you, I thought it should be Kusala. So how would you explain that as Abhyakata?
Yeah. Yes, correct. Because the path, knowledge, all other path, we call Kusala.
Yeah.
All other fruition, the Phala, we call Abhyakata.
Yeah. Okay.
Vipaka.
Got it.
Okay. So that's why the Sotapatti Magga is Ananya Tanya Samiti in the first Indriya. This is Kusala. This Kusala. Okay. But the Anindriyam means there are six knowledge.
Right.
Some of the wholesome, some of the result, the Vipaka, Abhyakata.
Yeah.
Understand, no?
Okay. Thank you. Got it.
Can Bhante hear me, please?
Yes, brother.
Okay, Bhante, there's a question. The question is regarding the Magga Viti. After the Maggaphala Viti, does the Pacha Vikana Viti, would it arise immediately after that? How does it work?
Yeah, immediately arising. Because there are five process. Especially for the after Sotapatti Phala, after Sakadagami Phala, after Anagami Phala, they are arising five process. And after Arahata Phala, there are arising only 4 process.
Okay, maybe I translate this one first. 这个本地的答案就是说，是的，这个醒察性路是马上紧随着道性路就会升起，而且呢，就根据不同的这个道性路呢，它会有不同的这个醒察性路升起呢。比如说呢，对于一位也就是入流道果性路之后，或者是第二的，就是这个一来道果性路，或者第三的这个不来道果性路之后呢，紧随的会有5个醒察性路5种醒察性路紧随的升起。那至于呢，最后的就最高的这个阿拉汉道果性路之后呢，就只有4种醒察的性路会紧随着升起。Bhante, there's another question.
Yes.
If for the yogi, if they after attaining the Magga Viti, that means subsequent to that, they practice again. That means they again reflect and then let the Paccavekkhana Viti arise again to reflect. How is that Paccavekkhana Viti then different from the Paccavekkhana Viti that would arise immediately following the Magga Viti? Are they the same or are they different?
I'm not catching.
That means after the Magga Viti, immediately will arise the Paccavekkhana Viti.
Yes.
Then subsequently after that, if this Arya person would like to reflect again, can they make the Paccavekkhana Viti to arise again later on? That is not immediately following the Magga Viti.
No, because usually according to the chitta process, the way explained, after Sotapatti Magga, after Sotapatti Phala moment, immediately arising the fight of Pachavekana about the reflecting Magga, reflecting Phala, and reflecting eradicated defilement, remaining defilement, Nibbana. So then usually between the one process, the two processes, they have the Bhavanga, no? Bhavanga again, there is a mind process, mind adverting consciousness again, continuously arising Javana, and again going Bhavanga. This way, arising. Because usually after that also, if you want to reflect, usually he can reflect, but some of Pachavekana only, my understanding. Because immediately he can refer his path, the Sotapatti Magga, example Magga moment. But later on he can reflect, if you want to reflect some eradicate some remaining defilements, then especially the path, knowledge and Nibbana, he can reflect. My understand like this. I don't know that this is right or not, because this picture, regarding this picture.
I see. Okay, but so if later on they want to reflect again, it may not be the full complete.
Yes, because usually the Magga arises only one moment, no. Okay. So immediately he can reflect the Magga moment, but later on I never see anywhere.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. I translate. 关于第二个这个问题呢，尊者回答说呢，首先对于这样的一位在心路的这个定法里面呢，是说呢，当这个道果心路升起之后，那比如说是一位出果这个入流道果心路过后呢，马上的就是在有分心间隔之下，马上会升起呢，紧接着呢会有5种这个醒察的心路，这5种呢就分别呢他们会去醒察之前刚刚升起的道果心路里面的呢，分别醒察它的道心，这是第一种。然后第二种呢，醒察它的果心。然后第三种呢，醒察已经断除的烦恼。第四种醒察尚未断除还剩余的是什么的烦恼。然后第5种呢，是醒察之前呢道果心路里面的所体证的这个涅槃。所以呢，有这5种会紧接着这个跟着这个道果心路会升起。那在每一个这个道果心路中，对不起，在每一个醒察心路中间呢，当然会有分心的间隔，就是一个心路醒察了，比如说道心之后会掉入有分，然后马上呢再会升起下一个醒察心路，就是会升起那个一门转向心，然后呢接着呢会有7个苏醒呢去醒察比如说果心，然后再掉入有分，然后再升起一门转向7个苏醒去醒察已经断除的烦恼等等。这个是呢紧接着道果心路会升起的。那过后呢，如果这样的一位圣者他要再回去自己醒察说已经断了什么烦恼，或者之前的证悟的涅槃呢，他可以，但是尊者的理解是说呢，他不是紧接着道果心路升起的这个醒察心路，而是以后他再要回去醒察的时候，再让心里面去取这些所缘的时候，他可能不会是完整的这5种心路，可能是根据情况而且尊者说呢，因为特别是指道心只是在道果心路里面只升起一个刹那，然后过后呢就没有再升起，不会再升起这个道心就是同样类型的道心不会再升起，所以因此呢尊者的了解是说，已经过了这个道果心路后，以后这个圣者再要回忆起再去醒察的话呢或许不能够有完整的这5种醒察心路。Bhante, the follow-up question: does the meditator, or in this case, does the noble person will they definitely will know that will be aware of all this Pachavekana Viti that will arise after the Magga Viti? That means after the Magga Viti, the Pachavekana Viti that will automatically arise. This person will surely know, will be aware, will know clearly that.
Yes, you know clearly.
至于这个最后这个问题呢就是说禅修者是不是在道心 路之后升起的行禅心路，会不会很明确的知道呢？
Brother, even do you remember the Samasisi Parinibbana? The one, some of the Arya, no?
Yes.
They are after Arahat, they immediately go into Parinibbana, no?
Yes.
They say sometimes the Arahatship and the Parinibbana also arising together. This is the meaning. But they clearly explain, usually if someone after Arahatship, if you go into Parinibbana, before the Parinibbana, between some of the Pachavekana arising. After that, going to Parinibbana. This means with Arahatta Phala, after Arahatta Phala, immediately cannot die, cannot Parinibbana. They cannot pass away. Then, right after few, maybe 1 or 3 or 4 Pachavekana, he going to Parinibbana. Means after Magga process, immediately rising Pachavekana process.
And the person will surely know that
yes.
This is Pachavekana. 尊者回答说呢，是的，这位这样的一位圣者呢，会肯定呢，会明确的知道会升起的这个是醒察心路。然后尊者呢，另外还举一个例子，因为在我们在学习里面有一种情况呢，叫做等手半涅盘。等手半涅盘呢，有几种类型呢？其中一种类型呢，就是说一位阿拉汉圣者，他在就是不是阿拉汉圣者，是还没有证悟阿拉汉的这样的一位禅修者呢，他在应该说是三果圣者吧，他在证悟阿拉汉的同时进入半涅盘。这如果我们照意义来解释呢，这样的一位这样的一个等手的半涅盘，指的就是这样的一个三果圣者，在证悟阿拉汉圣道圣果的同时进入半涅盘，同时发生，这个是在字面上的解释。可是呢，在很清楚的在译注里面都有解释说，这个明确的过程呢，就是有了这个阿拉汉的道果心路之后，他不会马上进入半涅盘，这个死心不能够马上升起，他必须还会再升起这个醒察心路，或许升起呢至少有几个，可能3个到4个醒察心路，在醒察这个关于阿拉汉道果的这个醒察心路之后，死心才会升起，才会进入半涅盘。所以呢，因此呢，可以很明确的知道，即使是这种等手半涅盘，就是应该是阿拉汉圣道圣果跟半涅盘同时发生的情况之下，在道果心路之后还是会升起这个醒察心路。所以因此呢，醒察心路是必须在道果心路之后一定会升起的，而且呢，这个圣者呢也会知道这个是醒察心路的升起。
When we say the underlying tendency,
Sorry?
Underlying tendency.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sangnika.
So for example, let's say how to understand it that the unwholesome Chittasika is underlying when we have a wholesome mind at this moment. For example, right now I have a wholesome mind. Then the Chittasika is, let's say, 34 Chittasika and the mind, right? Then there's no dosa in this at this moment. How does the dosa underlying exist? How?
Because brother, sister, not clear.
I think the underlying tendency means anusaya. That means
yeah, anusaya. Yes,
they say that because at the point, if we have, for example, a wholesome mind now, there is only kusala chitta and chittasika, but yet because we haven't destroyed the anusaya, so there is still this akusala anusaya. So how does this akusala anusaya exist together when we have all the kusala chitta and chittasika?
But anusaya, when we are doing the kusala, at that time anusaya also cannot arise, but anusaya is still underground, but usually when the chance, then akusala arises. Example, you are doing the wholesome, the meditating, okay? Example, now they're very calm, very peaceful, then immediately someone make the sound, someone make the loud sound. At the time, dosa immediately dosa arising. This way, usually during the kusala moment, don't have the akusala, don't have the anusaya also, but they have the chance to arise the anusaya because after kusala or before kusala.
Okay. So it's just not obvious. It's just hide somewhere we cannot see.
Yeah, you cannot see. We cannot see.
And we cannot feel it neither.
Yes.
With vipassana, we cannot. Okay, interesting. And when we say the ditthi, wrong view, when I, let's say in normal life, it happened a lot. For example, if I think, oh, she is wrong, she is wrong. If I hold this kind of view, and it sometimes make me suffering. For example, if she did something wrong and I feel suffering, can I say this is a wrong view? Even actually, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking she is wrong, or it's not involved I in it.
We cannot say wrong, but this is misunderstanding.
Oh.
Yeah, this is misunderstanding. Cannot say that that you have the wrong view. This is misunderstanding, not clear understanding. This is a problem.
Because in wrong view, there is one category is something like the 想是就是我在想中什那个邪见那几个那个这师兄，这个是要怎么翻译啊 ？Sorry, I'm asking for help.
对不起，您再说一次，您是要
就是我想问的问题就是说，这个有时候，比方说我认为，哎呀，他错了，我想问这个是不是邪见嘛？那刚才班爹有说这个不是属于邪见，这个属于 misunderstanding。我中文可能就是说这是一个就是不清楚的见解还是什么的。就是我之前觉得这是邪见，是不是可以以这个？因为邪见有几个分类嘛，有其中那个这种那个萨迦业见，其中有一种就是说我在想中。或者我是这个想什么的，就是这个想法的那个想嘛，就是这个见解，就是说，所以是不是有的时候我们虽然我们并没有觉得说这个想法是我的，或者说我怎么样，但是实际上这个我有这个想法是隐藏在背后的，所以它仍然属于邪见。
Bante, I try to translate. Sister is trying to ask that if sorry, if she sees that, for example, someone else is doing something is wrong, and she thinks that that person is wrong. So although Bante clarified that this is probably just misunderstanding and not really wrong view, but behind this thinking of that person is wrong, and therefore maybe I am right and therefore he's wrong, would there also be this Sakaya Ditti involved? So although maybe not very obvious, but there could be this Sakaya Ditti thing of this holding on to this my thinking. My view is that he is wrong. Would this also be considered as Sakaya Ditti and therefore would be wrong view?
Actually, brother, what is the meaning Sakaya Ditti? Sakaya Ditti is the personal view, no? That means about the aggregates, view of the aggregate, because about so if you see in the others thing or others, the Sakaya Ditti cannot appear from the outside object. We always arise with the internal object, according to the 5 aggregates. Brother, okay?
Yes, Bante.
Yeah. So if someone doing something, but they say this is the misunderstanding for others. This is misunderstanding, But anyway, if he has attached to his own aggregates, this is also Sakaya Ditti we call. The Sakaya Ditti object we cannot get from outside. One example: the Sotapatti person, when he enters the Sotapatti Magga, at that moment he fully eradicate the Sakkaya Ditthi. Then after Sotapatti, he never ever arising Sakkaya Ditthi his mind. So but still he has attached to the others. Still he has the misunderstanding with others. My misunderstanding means not the wrong view, not the Michaditi. It's amoha.
Bhante, another short question, I think. Sayadaw, if we have kusala citta, so we can have also the kusala cetasika can arise, follows it. Is that correct?
Yes, because when they have kusala citta, meaning the same moment kusala cetasika is arising.
Together.
Together, cannot be separate.
Okay. Bhante, there is
never ever separate kusala citta and kusala citta arising together, stand together, perishing also.
Yes. I think there is another question on 24 Pachaya. Can Bhante have time to answer, or maybe we do it next week?
24 Pacha? Yeah. But after finish this chapter, there's a 24 Pacha coming.
Oh, okay. Bhante,
What's
you
the
want
question?
to answer now? Okay. I need Brother JJ. It's a Chinese question. Brother JJ, can you see?
Yes, Bhante, the question is about Patana, the 24 Pachaya. He said in the 24 Pachaya, in the practical practice of the 24 Pachaya, the scope covered by the Pakatupa Nisaya is very wide. So how does a meditator be able to accurately understand the Pachaya Dhamma of the Pakatupa Nisaya?
The weather, food, person, whatever things. Example, now we want to meditate. Okay, that's why we need the suitable place for the meditate. If the place is not suitable, meaning the Pakatupan is not support nature. And sometimes the food, sometimes weather, sometimes person also. This way we have to understand Pakatupan is there. I'm right?
Yes, okay, I will translate. 关于这个自然清意止缘它的这个缘法，因为缘法是很广的。尊者说呢，那我们可以去了解这边这个包括非常广，包括比如说天气、食物就是跟我们相处的人的这一些呢，所有的这一些呢在我们周边一切的事情呢，都可以成为这个自然清意止缘。那譬如说呢，现在一位禅修者想要禅修，那要禅修就需要有这个适合的地方适合的这个禅修场所来禅修。那如果得不到一个很适合的适宜的禅修场所，那就代表说这个自然清意止缘没有具足。那同样的适合的食物、适当的这个天气等等，这些所有的一切呢，都能够以自然清意止缘的这个原理的方式呢来自助我们。Oh, Bhante, the one who asked the question also gave say that, for example, in the 5-door process, the Panchadwara Vajana, Chakku Vijnana, Sampatichana, etc. All these Namakanda as Pachaya Upana Dhamma, they all have this Pachaya, which is the Pakatupa Nisaya or there's this Pakatupa Nisaya Pachaya Sati. So to understand, I think the Pachaya Dhamma for this.
Yes, this is fiction.
I think the question is to understand what would be the Pachaya Dhamma that will affect, there will be conditioning, like all these like Panchadwara Vajana, the Chakku Vijnana, Sampatichana, etc. All these Namakanda in a 5-door process. How does this, how does the Pachaya Dhamma influence by way of the Pakatupa Nisaya?
Brother, because the Pakatupa Nisaya, they are not the simple explanation. They are the wide explanation. Okay, so sometimes those are vipaka chitta also arising because of the object. But they have the present object, we understand. Okay, the same way they have, because of this vipaka mind, because of the past cause. In the past life, we have done avidya, tanha, upadana, sankara, kama, because of 5 causes to arise the vipaka chitta. This one also Pakutupanissa, but they have the long explanation. So the anyway, okay, so you have to understand.
尊者Oh, okay. So I think the one who asked the question already understood Bante's meaning. That means in general, this is in general to understand. She wanted to know earlier whether there's very precise, to know very precisely what condition, what Bante's answer is that it is in general, it is conditioned in this way. Okay, 所以就不需要翻译了是吗？因为你已经明白了，所以就不用翻译。
Okay, I think because of the time concern, we will see Bante 后面的要翻译。
OK， 好，我们很快的简单的翻译。尊者说呢，因为这个自然性义指缘是非常的广，不是很简单的，是很广的。所以因此呢，要详细的讲解呢是不能够说一下子能够详细的讲解。那但是我们可以大概的这样了解说呢，刚才您举的这些，比如说都是很多基本上都是果报性。那果报性我们知道果报性升起呢，当然也有它的所缘，而这个所缘呢，在我们心里面的所缘是现在的所缘，但是呢，因为它是果报性的性质呢，所以它一定呢也有过去的因。那过去的因，比如说呢，就有这个无明、贪。取然后有这个行，还有业，所以这种种呢过去的因呢会造成现在果报性的升起，那这些呢也同时呢也是促成了这个自然性义指缘的这个样的原理。那尊者说再详细的解释呢就需要很长的时间，所以大致上是这样我们可以去理解。
Idam punyang asavakaya vahang hotu idam me punyang nibbanassa paccayo hotu mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labhantu sadhu 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 sukhi hotu nibbana paccayo hotu.